Hi guys. So I am gonna make a recipe that I saw on YouTube for keto cookies, and it looks super easy. So I've got 200 grams of almond flour, which is 2 cups. So she did say to make sure to measure it, so I did that. And then I'm going to add in, I've got a half a cup of lightly packed swerve brown sugar. So that's wonderful that that's available. And then I also have, let's see here, a half a teaspoon of baking soda. She did say it has to be soda. So remember the one in the carton, soda. It's not in a can, so that's how I remembered when I was younger. So a half a teaspoon of that, and then a quarter teaspoon of salt. So I'm gonna put that in there, and then I'm just gonna mix this all together. If there's any clumps in your brown sugar, make sure to break that up, because it cooks. It looks just like brown sugar. It tastes like brown sugar. So get the clumps out of your almond flour. There's some pieces in there. I think I'm gonna see if my whisk will work, to see if I can break up some of those pieces with my whisk. I've been enjoying looking for different recipes for little cookie snacks. I did find some ice cream at Walmart. It's called Rebel, I think. And so I enjoyed it's one of those ones that looks like the size of Ben & Jerry's or Haagen-Dazs. It is a little over $5, but you get 3 servings, and it's definitely worth it to have, only 1 or 2. I think some of them may have 3 carbs, but definitely worth it to be able to have, an ice cream treat once in a while, especially with summer coming on, Got some brown sugar clumps and just trying to get those separated. So this does look pretty good. Okay, so then I'm gonna go ahead and add in my wet ingredients. So I've got 1 egg and a half a teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm gonna put that in there. And then we also have a half a cup of butter, which is 1 stick. I melted it in my egg cooker. So I'm gonna get this all mixed together, and then I'll mix in the chocolate chips. She did say to reserve some so that you can put them on top before you bake them to make them pretty. So this recipe, I believe, it makes 18 cookies, and this is I have some chopped peanuts as well. Now your recipe may be different because I use Virginia peanuts. It's Virginia Diner, and they only have 1 carb per serving, which is 180 calories. They're very delicious. I did buy them on Amazon, and so I'm putting a serving of that in here. And then my chocolate chips. Now she did mention if it's not firm enough, like a dough, you can put it in the fridge for about 10 minutes. So it's looking like this. I'm gonna put in my peanuts, and then almost all of my chocolate chips. I'll save a few for the top. And there's a little few right there. Get this all mixed up, and then I'm gonna put it on my pans. She said that they do spread out a bit, so you can press them down a little bit just to help them because of the almond flour. See, looking like chocolate chip dough. And so I'm gonna put them on my sheets. So I want to make 18 cookies. So I'm gonna see how this works. She said they do spread out, so we want to keep that in mind. I don't mind if my cookies squish together, but see if I can get 9 on here and then 9 on my other pan, and then I'll have 18. Now remember, this does have a raw egg, so if you are a cookie dough person, that you like to eat raw cookie dough, keep that in mind. I had an experience when I was young with cookie dough. It was one of those packages you just put water, and I ate the whole bag. And what happened was I got sick, very, very sick, and I missed saying goodbye to some of my friends because we were leaving Belgium. That's where we lived. We had been there for 5 years, and because I was so sick, throwing up and felt awful, I was not able to go over and meet my friends. Okay. So this last one doesn't look like it has some nuts in it, but it's missing a chip. And it may not be a full scoop either. See right there? So I'm gonna take a little bit from some of these bigger ones and see if I can get it in there. There we go. Okay, so now she said to go ahead and put some chocolate chips on top. So she'd say you can smash it a little. I'm just smashing it just a little. Give it a little help. There we go. Put this one on top here. I'm gonna double fist it. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is just take, I've got the chocolate chips, maybe put them in a couple, the ones that don't look like it. That one looks good. One in there. Okay. I've already got my air fryer working, and it's heating up to the 325, and then I'm going to cook them for, she said 15 to 18 minutes. I'm so sorry, I don't have her name. I'll have to look at it a little bit later, but I've been wanting to make these. There's also a lemon cookie from another person on YouTube that I'm going to try, and then maybe put some blueberries, I'm not sure, but we'll see how that turns out. And then interestingly enough, there is one that is with pork rinds. So that's what I am doing today. And next time I may decide to leave out the peanuts because it is 156 calories and 3 carbs per cookie. I do have 18 servings, but you know. So now I'm gonna go and put these in my air fryer right here. So I've already got it, it's ready. So once I put them in, the timer's gonna go off. Okay, so I've got it at 325 for 15 minutes. So I am gonna go enjoy some coffee and relax for a little while, and then come back with a video of taste testing.